Hi, everybody, and welcome to your English class. I'm excited to get started, and I wanted to make a quick orientation video for you and walk you through what we're going to be doing during the first part of the class. So instead of showing you via video what you are going to be doing, I like to do the talking while you click on the modules. That way, it's kind of more of an interactive experience, and you can then go back and find things when you need to. So let's get started, and I'll have you click on the modules link on the left side of your course. And then once you're at that modules link, you'll see that we have the module 0, let's get started. So go ahead and click on Welcome to English 101 First Year Composition, and you'll see this gives you an overview of the course and what we're going to be exploring. You'll notice that we have a process of discovery, communication, reflection. We're going to be sharing our personal stories, analyzing messages, and just taking a look at purposeful choices of how to create different writing in different writing situations. So we'll be covering a lot of interesting material in this class, and I'll help to guide you through each step of the way. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed at first, that's perfectly normal. I know when you first get into a class, there's a lot you're looking at and it can feel overwhelming, but we'll go through it together step by step. You'll notice that we'll have a literacy narrative, a rhetorical analysis, and a revision for that narrative, and a final reflection. So those are going to be sort of the main pieces of the course, but right now I'm just going to go over the course orientation and module 1 to get you started. So you'll also notice if you scroll down, we'll be looking at habits of mind, and I'll be posting some additional videos for that so that you can directly connect your own learning experience to those habits of mind. You'll see also that there's a Q&A discussion, which is an open forum where you can post your questions about the course, share ideas and fun facts. And I encourage you to respond to each other, and myself and your writing mentor will be in there also responding. So to get started, you'll want to read the syllabus, and you'll also want to check in with all the announcements that I post. I post them throughout the week. Your writing mentor will post announcements also, and they're helpful tips on how to proceed through the course. So go ahead and hit the next button at the bottom of the page, and you'll show that you'll see that you can meet your instructional team here. This is a little bio about me. I also posted it on the homepage for you. And this also outlines when I'm available, how to contact me, and set up an appointment if you need to. Your writing mentor's information will be here as well. And then there's a helpful graphic that breaks down to let you know what I'll be doing in the course versus what the writing mentor will be doing in the course. So you can have a look through that later on. Scroll down and click the next button. And when you get there, you'll see there's a syllabus quiz. So this will help you get oriented to the class. It's one of the first activities in the class. And after reading through the syllabus, I think you'll feel a lot more confident about where we're going to be going. Click the next button, and that'll take us over to our academic integrity agreement. And this is your usual standard agreement about not using AI inappropriately, not plagiarizing, doing your own work, and so forth. So there's a quiz on that. And these are kind of the first things to get you started in the class. Scroll down until you see the next button and click on that, and you'll find the Canvas Student Guide. So this is going to be helpful in giving you additional resources about Canvas and how to view announcements, how to respond to people. So this can be very helpful if you're not used to the Canvas environment. So you can click on all of that information as you go through your first week here with us. So after that Canvas student guide, if you click on the next button, that's going to take you to Harmonize. Harmonize may be new to you, and it's a little bit different. It's not your typical discussion forum, but it's a more interactive environment. And so we're kind of tapping into some newer technology here. It's a social media platform that's designed specifically for higher education. So I'll be commenting in Harmonize, and the writing mentor will be commenting, and it'll allow us to interact together throughout the course. And so you'll feel like this is a very engaging experience. So you can click the next button at the bottom of the page, and you will see that that takes you to a Q&A forum. And so feel free here to post any questions you might have about the class. And I'll check this section regularly. The writing mentor will also, and you will be able to have your questions answered. Of course, you can always send both of us a personal email. Click the next button, and that'll take you to the feedback forum. So this is a really helpful place to get feedback on something ahead of time. So if you're working on something and you want to get some feedback about what you've been working on, then you would post that here and get some feedback before you need to turn something in. So I just wanted to bring your attention to this. And this is going to be the feedback form that you would use throughout the course. It's not specific to any module. So as you go through the various activities in the course, this is where you would place your work early to get some feedback before submitting it. Go ahead and scroll down and click the next button. And you'll see now that we're into Unit 1, Overview and Planning. So this is going to be structured in 3 different units, and there are different modules in each unit. So we'll be starting in Unit 1. Unit 1 has a couple of modules, and during this first part of our course, we're going to just explore the information in Module 1, and then I'll post another video so that we can explore what's going on in Module 2. So in Module 1, we're going to be begin working really on that first writing project, the literacy narrative. There's a helpful video here and a description of what Project 1 is all about. So I'll let you go ahead and read through all that information later. And if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me or our writing mentor. So scroll down and click the next button. And this gives you our Module 1 overview page. And this page is telling you all about writing. As you know, it's everywhere. It's how we share our thoughts and tell our stories and engage with the world. And so this course is designed to help you identify making choices about different writing situations, your audience, the purpose, the genre. These are all key components of the rhetorical situation. So we're going to be practicing all these different things in our invention exercises, the pre-writing, the brainstorming, and probably some of those things you may be familiar with. You'll notice that there's an estimated completion time listed here of about 18 hours. So you'll want to make sure to set up enough time in your schedule. Now, some people may work quicker than others, and so that's just kind of a rough estimate depending on, how quickly you process material. So go ahead and click the next button at the bottom of the screen, and this will take you to our learning materials. In here, we will have information about reading rhetorically, and you'll notice there's also an estimated completion time. We try to put as many of these in the class as possible so you can know what to expect and how much time to set aside for each activity. So after you've read through the basic information on this page, if you hit that next button, you'll see that that takes you over to our annotation activity. And this will be really exciting where I mentioned we would be interacting in the course together, reflecting, asking questions about the reading, and this is going to shape our communication and your learning. So these annotation activities are going to be very exciting. If you scroll down, you'll see there's 3 readings included in this activity, and we'll be commenting in all 3 of these areas. And so the course is structured so that you know exactly what to do when you get to an activity. And you'll see that in the what you'll do section. This is the purpose, and how you will be graded. This is, being transparent about what you will be evaluated on, and then kind of what you should do if you're having some trouble. And it gives you some different resources there. So go ahead and click that next button and you'll come to our introduction discussion. And this is a nice place where we can all get to know one another. And we're going to be sharing a bit about ourselves. If you took a look at my bio in the announcement, that's where you'll find out some additional information about me, my education, my family, my hobbies. And so I hope that you'll view my video. And I can't wait to look at your posts and find out a bit about who you are and what you are bringing into the classroom. Go ahead and click the next button and you will see the Writing Project 1 Literacy Narrative Instructions. And you'll notice that it says before you begin drafting your narrative, you're going to be taking time to read and analyze the instructions carefully. So when I'm doing a homework assignment, I read through the instructions probably 10 times, and then I do some work on the project and then go back and read the instructions again, because I feel like then I can use these instructions and the rubric to as a checklist to make sure I've included everything. And you'll notice the same structure here if you scroll down. It talks about what you'll do, how you'll be graded, and then what to do if you're having some trouble. So this will be kind of the structure we'll follow throughout the class. Go ahead and click the next button and you will see that there is a reading rhetorically quiz in Module 1. And this is designed to help you with your understanding the key concepts from Module 1 to see what you've mastered so far. And it's kind of a knowledge check. So no worries there. You will have been exposed to everything at that point. Click on the next button and you will see an invention activity called brainstorming. And so this activity is going to help you begin to develop ideas for the writing project. That's not quite due yet, but we're going to get started on it. And so you'll have this better sense of the rich sensory details, personal connections, and ideas that you're going to want to put into your project. And I'll be making more videos and talking more about that. And so will the writing mentor. So this is just to help you get started. If you scroll down, you'll see how to complete the assignment, what kind of invention method you could choose to help you. There's a reflection section and then some instructions on how to submit that assignment. Notice that there's an important note about using Gen AI. We love working with Gen AI in the class. You may or may not be familiar with using it, but it can be a useful tool to support brainstorming and organization, to generate ideas and expand on details or organize thoughts visually. I often use it during the brainstorming process myself. So hope that you find that very engaging. And then that pretty much wraps up what we'll be doing during the first part of the course, the orientation, Module 1. And I can't wait to get started. And I'm looking forward to taking this journey with you. Have a great time doing these activities, and I will see you later.